Red Dead Redemption 2 can show us all the stunning landscapes and wildlife it likes. We all know that this is a Rockstar game, and as such, it will be full of memorably kooky side quests.
Hey, partner, I need your help.
You and every other fool around here.
Red Dead Redemption 2 has its work cut out, however, if it's going to top the weirdest moments from the original Red Dead Redemption. Consider these 8 missions that really put the wild in Wild West.
What you searching for, partner?
I've been gathering some flowers for my wife. She's waiting for me back in the cabin.
That's very sweet of you.
When you bought your video game about cowboys, picking wild flowers might not have been what you were expecting. It is, however, a vital cornerstone of the side mission Flowers for a Lady. In this mission, John comes across an older gentleman picking wild feverfew for his wife of 50 years, Annabel, who is waiting patiently for him back in their cabin. With John Marston being the nicest man in all of New Austin, I said being the nicest man in all of New Austin, John obviously offers to help, gathering a nice bouquet for Annabel, who, as I mentioned before, has been waiting very patiently.
Here's your flowers, Billy.
Well, thank you. Not many around these parts that help an old man with such a task.
Well, it turns out Annabel has a bit of an advantage in the waiting patiently stakes, seeing as she's dead and has been for what looks like decades.
Yeah, no, you don't look a day over 30, ma'am.
Oh god, look, John, just say you have an appointment or something. Make up something convincing and get out of there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Billy. I must have forgot. I've got an appointment with Planet Earth.
Okay, I think they bought it. Now run and don't look back from this weirdness, whatever it is.
They took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
American Appetites is a series of missions early on in the game in which various distraught people approach you, asking you to help them find their missing loved ones. Working on the assumption that it wasn't us playing as John Marston who made them disappear, John, stop that! We're only too willing to help these people out with our legendary detective skills of riding around until we find the scene of their disappearance, where John proceeds to pick up bits of dead person and generally destroy vital evidence. Hey, it was the 1910s, CSI hadn't been invented yet. Eventually we find out that these disappearances are all the work of this guy who's been eating people, presumably because the only other food in the game is victuals, and those things look terrible.
Thank you, mister.
That's when you're given a moral choice. Kill the cannibal, or let him devour an innocent person.
Please help me.
What?
Please. Fella's gotta eat now. Fella's got to eat.
Hey, I didn't say it was a tough moral choice. Definitely not for John, anyway. There, this should stop him eating anyone else. What? What?
Hello there, friend. You come to enjoy the scenery?
I guess I have. What are you doing out here?
You know, I'm trying to capitalize on the stiff upward breezes in this region to launch my first ever flight.
You're gonna try to use that crazy thing to fly?
I'll be soaring like an eagle, or my name's not Charles Kinnear.
The first controlled sustained flight of a powered heavier-than-air aircraft took place in 1903, 8 years before Red Dead Redemption was set, so you'd think by this point, people were starting to get the hang of this whole flying thing. Not so, according to the mission Daedalus and Son, which introduces the character of Charles Kinnear, an amateur aviator who just needs a few items to finish his prototype glider: 20 bird feathers, 5 beaver furs, and 10 red sage plants.
Okay. I think I can find all that stuff. I'll be back, Charles. Because you leaping off that cliff is something I have to watch.
You might recognize those things as having nothing to do with building a successful flying machine, and you might also start to think that maybe Charles is an idiot.
Oh, they doubted dear Icarus, sir. Yes, they did.
You do know how that story ends, right, Charles? Well, I guess you do now.
Everything all right, madam?
It's Miss. Oh. Oh, let me look at you. My gentleman caller. You remind me of my Peter.
It's a wonder John Marston manages to get any cowboying done at all, what with a number of people trying to get him to run their errands for him. Here we are, minding our own business near Coots Chapel, when this lady asks us to fix her wedding day for her by going and fetching her husband-to-be, Peter, from the saloon in Armadillo.
Wait, I beg you. Would you possibly go fetch him for me? This was meant to be my perfect day.
Ugh, fine, I guess. I mean, how long can that take?
Where can I find him?
Well, my memory escapes me when not properly stimulated.
Quite a while, it turns out. Anyway, now we know where Peter is, we can finally reunite him and his fiancée. Oh, well, best of luck with the wedding, guys. Sorry I can't stay for the cake. I have to be anywhere else but here.
Partner, can you help me?
I doubt it. But if I head up that way, I'll see what I can do.
Help a fella out, partner. Have a soul.
Man, these missions are getting really weird. Maybe over in Rathskeller Fork we can find a mission more worthy of our awesome cowboy powers, like foiling a train robbery, or killing a legendary wolf that's threatening a village, or helping rescue someone's kidnapped sweetheart.
They took my love. They took Jeb's loves by them gangsters. They hide out of tumbleweed.
Ah yeah, this is more like it. Kidnapping, gangsters, a hideout. This is definitely worth my cowboy time. Don't you worry, Jeb. Your Lucy is good as back here in your arms. Ah, here she is.
Oh my. This is Lucy. This is Jeb's girl.
Wait, what? Lucy is a horse? I'm not even sure that's legal, Jeb, even here in the Wild West. Jeb? Jeb? You know, I don't think he's listening.
I told you he was funny, mister. Life out here does that to people.
Hello, John. John Marston.
Do I know you?
I hope so. I seem to know you.
The redemption part of Red Dead Redemption refers to John Marston trying to atone for his past misdeeds, which, when he's not tying people to the railroad tracks, he seems to be doing a pretty good job at. So the last thing he needs is this mustache-twirling vaudevillain turning up, reminding him of all the bad stuff he's done in the past.
Do you remember Hattie McCourt's face?
Who?
She was a girl Dutch Vanderlyn shot in the head on that raid on the ferry a few years back. Same one you got shot on. Pretty girl, until her eye was hanging out by a thread of tendon and her brain was plastered over a wall.
This strange man seems to know all about John and his past, and presents him with missions designed to test his morality, like whether to help a nun or shoot her dead and rob her. Again, not a super difficult moral choice, but you've got to start somewhere.
I'll see you around, John.
I hope you don't.
Yep, here I am, being the nicest man in the world. Am I redeemed yet, or what?
Gracias, señor. And God bless you.
In their final meeting, the strange man even describes as a beautiful spot what eventually turns out to be the location of John Marston's grave. Weird. That's right before John tries to shoot him and discovers he's impervious to bullets. Whoops, that's probably undone the good karma I got for not killing that nun, hasn't it?
I got one, mister. Hey, I got one.
Got what, mister?
The damn Sasquatch, the filthy thing was gonna eat my dog when this girl hollered out, and I shot the thing right through the heart. Boom, like that.
Of course, weird side missions aren't just limited to the main Red Dead Redemption game. The zombie-themed DLC, Undead Nightmare, is also as packed with weirdness as you'd expect from a DLC that allows you to ride around on a unicorn. I call him Majesty. He's not the only mythical creature you'll bump into in Undead Nightmare, as you'll find out in the mission The Birth of the Conservation Movement, in which a wild-eyed shut-in starts yelling at you about sasquatches.
Down in Manzanita Post, they ate a little girl.
Are you serious?
Now, far be it from me to question this weirdo living by himself in the middle of the woods, but the right thing to do here sounds pretty darn obvious, am I right? Sasquatches, eating babies, not on my watch. We're sorting this out. Yeah, take that, evil Sasquatches. And now to take out the last one.
You eat babies. You have to survive. Everyone knows that. Ain't your fault.
We eat berries and mushrooms, you fool. But we did. Now none of us are left. Some maniac's been murdering us.
Wow. Okay. Let this be a lesson. Never listen to shouting weirdos you encounter in the woods. Wait, why did we need to learn that lesson in the first place?
Mother and children. No, save me. Come here, camera, come closer.
You okay, mister?
Mr. Marston. Well, I might have guessed you wouldn't have got the lurgy yet.
Motion pictures were still brand new technology in 1911, but it should come as a surprise to no one that one of the first things people wanted to do with this technology was make zombie films.
What kind of sick person would like that?
My kind sir. The lowest common denominator. My people.
Sadly, special effects weren't up to it, which is why it was so lucky that New Austin was hit with a zombie plague. I mean, lucky for filmmakers, not, everyone else. Anyway, director D.S. McKenna is making the most of a bad situation by using the zombie apocalypse to shoot the world's first zombie film, and all he needs is us to go and find him a couple of really nasty zombs. Wow. No wonder no one else made a zombie film for another 57 years. So those were some of the weirdest side missions in Red Dead Redemption that we want to see Red Dead 2 try and top. What was your favourite side mission in the first game? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to Outside Xbox for lots more Red Dead coming soon. Thanks for watching!